What if I just did this for like an hour?
That would be the podcast.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome back to the Joyshtick podcast. This is episode 7. Let's get into it. Let's start talking. Let's do the thing now. Let's go.
Is it 7?
I don't know.
It might be. Oh no, it is 7. It is 7. We took a break.
We did. We had to take a couple days. You know, it's all right.
But yeah. So what's been up with you, my guy?
Not too much, dude. Same stuff. Streaming. Made a video. That was fun. Just that. You know, just stuff.
Living your boyhood life.
Living my boyhood life.
I feel it.
You know, being cute, kawaii, ready to go.
Did you happen to make $6 to $8 million in the past couple days?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for bringing that up.
You're like, thanks for hurting me.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, so that's probably going to be the topic of discussion, you know, for this week. Only because it's like, there's so much to unpack. Yeah, there's so much to unpack with it. So, you know, anybody that follows any sort of streaming news, you know that Shroud, who's you know, an esports boy, you know, big stream boy, twitchy boy, now a mixy boy. He, what people assume that he got is like 6.8 or 6 to 8 million. Nobody really knows. Nobody knows the numbers on here, but it's a lot of money. Like it's millions and millions to move over from Twitch over to Mixer. Now, yeah, exactly. It's like, take the money, run. And if you've been sleeping underneath a rock, you would also know that Ninja also moved over to Mixer weeks ago. So the question is there a problem with Twitch? And we were talking about this briefly before the podcast. I think there are some problems with Twitch. Not so much as a company, but there's a reason why these changes are being made.
Well, I think there's a few things. I think they're also getting offered stock in Microsoft as well as the money.
Oh, probably, absolutely.
And if you're getting stock like that, dude, if Microsoft stock, you're getting stock in their company, which is always up, like, you're set. If something happened, you can fall back on that. If you get, like, what, $8 million for moving over there, you're fine.
Yeah. Also, that's like the revenue of like, what, 3 months of streaming that they would get back on Twitch.
I mean, I think, what was it? I don't even think Ninja made that. I think he made about 10 last year.
10 million in the full year?
From streaming.
Oh.
Just from streaming. I don't know about any of the competition stuff or if he does that. But I'm pretty sure just from streaming alone he made 10, which is a great amount of money. And if Shroud's going to get offered, what, like 8 or 6? Dude, that's probably more than he made. So go get it, you know? I mean, Ninja obviously would make more because of all the hype around him. I mean, even if you're not a streamer, you kind of are in the community. You've probably heard the name.
Yeah.
Shroud's little, I mean, he doesn't have that same... He's a great streamer and he's got a good following, but he didn't get that mainstream name recognition like Ninja did.
No, it is funny. Like, I'm ashamed of it. But I had a friend, or I say a friend, but it's a guy that I used to know on PlayStation years ago. And he texted me. I was going to pull up oh, here's my phone. I was going to pull up the PlayStation thing. An actual conversation that he messaged me on PlayStation like years ago. Not even years, maybe like 1 year. But I'll vamp while I look for it. So he was basically saying for like, you know, so long that he was like very good at games, whatever it is. And I was just like, yeah, no, you're not bad, because I used to play random shit with him, like Battlefield or whatever it might be. But he had said to me at one point, he was like, oh yeah, I know Shroud. And I was like, okay. And he's just like, yeah, isn't that cool? And I'm like, who the fuck is Shroud? Like, I legitimately had no idea who he was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, can stop giving me announcements. I just want to look for one text. Like, that's all I'm asking. I don't ask for much out of life, but this is it. This is it, boys. I didn't delete his message, did I? Oh, no, I didn't. Here it is. Okay, so this is what it was. He sends me a screenshot of him accepting his friend request on Twitch, I believe. Oh, no, he's friends with him on Xbox. That's what it is.
Okay.
And he sends me a message that says, stay tuned, LOL. And I said to him, I don't know what that means. And he's like, do you not know who Shroud is? And I was like, I have no idea. And he goes, LOL, you're lying. Everybody knows who Shroud is. And I was like, I just had to look him up. Apparently, he's a backup guy for Cloud9. I don't follow esports. And he's like, he's not a backup guy. He's the main player. Anyway, he just recently retired, but I might stream PUBG with him. And then, like, a bunch of things kind of trying to flex.
Okay.
But, you know, I mean, if that ever happened, I mean, good on him. You know, if he has connections, he's got connections. But it's like, you're right. I've never seen a ninja stream once in my life, but I know him. Everybody knows him. He was on fucking Masked Singer. Everybody knows this fucking guy.
Yeah, exactly.
But
exactly.
Okay, whoopsies. Anyway.
Fair.
Thing happened.
I get that. I get that for sure. One side note on that guy, that's a weird thing. I feel like even if I knew people, you know, it was like
he's always been a kind of odd guy. I
don't know if I'd bring that up randomly unless someone was like, so, you know, I really like this person, and I go, oh, like, weird story, I kind of know them, you know, like.
I think his whole thing was like,
you know,
because he said stay tuned. I'm assuming he was expecting to get really big on Twitch or something.
Oh, okay.
And like kind of like flexing on that, but I listen, I mean, I'll go check him. I'll see what's happening here.
No.
Actually, I don't even know his Twitch, sadly enough.
Fair.
But anyway.
But that's just a weird thing. But anyway, back to the Mixer thing. I think this is the thing. You have a large company say they're going to give you all this money. You can still do the same thing you were doing on the other platform, which means you'll probably end up making close to the same revenue. And if you don't, you already have your year's salary up front. So
yeah,
you want to try it and see if you get more money? Because here's this up front.
I mean, to be fair, I think they probably made really good on that deal for a short term, maybe. Because this is the other thing we were looking at right before the stream went live. For example, one of the things we talked about is probably the reason why they're getting big name streamers to go over to the platform is more traffic. They want more traffic to go to the channel. They want people going to it. No, and I hate to say it like this, nobody goes to Mixer. Actually, let me see something else. Fucking DLive is very new. It's a very new streaming service. I want to see how many people are on DLive.
Yeah. Okay,
if you go to dlive.com, which I accidentally did instead of dlive.tv, it goes to just a Asian man in a car. You have to do this. Go to dlive.com and it's just a man in a car mirror, and it just says Dr. Stefanis Hadi, Los Angeles, California, with a phone number. What the fuck is this website? Anyway.
I think it's telling us to go get help.
That's audio. But, yeah, so let's see. We have... Okay, I mean, DLive's not doing much better. DLive, again, is still very new, and a lot of people come by to see, fucking PewDiePie, to be honest. But... yeah. I, at one point, tried my hand on DLive. It was very easy to get interaction very fast. It was not easy to get followers, because not a lot of people are on the platform. Now, going back to the Mixer situation, let me run into Twitch, mute the fucking stream immediately. All right. Okay. So this is the thing we were looking at. So Ninja now currently is streaming, and he was doing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Probably just because Ninja is playing. Let me see these stats. Ninja's got 15,000 people watching him right now, playing it.
Yeah.
And it's got less than 30,000 people watching. So he's the viewer for that category right now. So if you were to take Ninja out, you've got like 15,000 people on that stream. Not even, probably like 12,000.
Which is what D-Live had on it right now.
Yeah. So you have things like, you know, the next highest
D-Live
person.
had 100 something, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm reading this all wrong.
But yeah, so you have Ninja with the 15,000. The second highest person on the platform is at 1,000. So,
wow.
So I mean, Mixer is, you know, smart. They're making it so that him being on the stream is driving traffic to the platform. But this is the thing that I was noticing is, just for an example, Fortnite, the biggest game in the fucking world, like nobody can get enough of that shit. Right now, Fortnite, the viewership for Fortnite on Mixer is at 5,100. So 5.1, right? Yeah. You go over to Twitch. Fortnite, not even being the highest thing on this list right now, it's being fourth highest, is at 51,000. So it's 10 times more just in that one category. So it makes you think, is it that smart to go to Mixer? Honestly, because it's like, yes, you got the deal, you got the stocks, but your viewership will never be the way it was before. Ninja used to fucking easily put down like 20,000, or sorry, not 20,000, like fucking, like, what were his stats at one point? Fucking, like, what was it? Like 30,000 people were watching him, like, play Fortnite, and now he's at 15. His viewership's been cut in half. Yeah. So it's like, I know it's also one of those things where it's like rich guy problems. It's like, I'm not making my millions like I was before, but it's this idea that, what is this? This is weird. Okay, hold on. I'm just, now Twitch is just recommending things to me. There's a just chatting girl, and it's literally just a zoom in on her side tit.
Sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this. No, I'm kidding. But I'm a little confused. It's literally just her laying down, and it's just a giant side tit. Okay. Interesting. Well, so again, what's the problem with Twitch? Why is this being recommended to me? 100%.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Listen, you're gonna have a ton more people over on Twitch. The whole service thing, you know, and I don't know what the ins and outs are. I know there are some top tier people who are really upset. They've talked about that kind of, but it's still mysterious. No one really knows what that's about. Yeah.
It's just weird because you can look at it at so many different angles and no opinion is wrong. Because no opinion's really valid on it. I have both the idea of stream on Twitch because you have the numbers, but then I'm also the person that says stream on Mixer because it's gonna grow. Because they're gonna keep doing this. Yeah, you can get in on the ground floor. Yeah. They're gonna keep recruiting people, making their fucking $1 million contracts, and sending people to the platform. It's like you were saying earlier, there's not a lot of Nintendo content on Mixer. So what I say to you, I was like, maybe try it, because if somebody comes to that platform looking for that content and you're the only one doing it, guess who people go to? It's like, it's this weird, like, fucking double-ended sword where it's like, it could either hurt you or help you on both platforms. Twitch is getting to the point that YouTube was a very long time ago, where it was like, there's so much content, it's hard. It's hard to figure out who you'd like to see. And that's not the fault of Twitch in any way, shape, or form. It's not their fault. They're so big that not every creator will get, you know, the recognition that they deserve. There are some people I fucking know that are fucking, like, you know, 3-4 viewerships that I could easily see them if it wasn't so fucking condensed with people being partners. Like, it's insane to me how many people can be on one platform at one time. Because right now, the highest for Twitch right now is 80,000 with League of Legends. That is so many people trafficking one website, when the biggest thing on, let's say, a website like DLive right now is 1,000 with just chatting. And that's the highest. Yeah. Like, that's the biggest one. PUBG right now, 42 people are watching PUBG. Like, it's insane to me, the idea of, like, do you stay with the big platform because they're already reputable and people are already like flocking towards it, or do you go to something that will give you less viewership but a higher chance of interaction and, you know, I guess a better fandom than it would be to just have random people jumping into a Twitch stream? Yeah. It's so, like, I love looking at statistics like this because, like, I love analysis like this, basically, is what I mean. Because it's so weird to me that there are probably people on, like, let's say DLive that are doing very well for themselves. And I don't know if, let's say, who's the biggest just chatting streamer right now? Let's see.
No.
Click. Why will you not let me click? I had ideas and then it wouldn't do it.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It really is. You know, it's such a slippery slope. The whole thing that's really big with it is, yeah, do you really want to take? Because this is what I've seen about this. This is a point I wanted to bring up, and now I'm just gonna stammer over it. But I went to search for something today, right? Remember how it used to all be done by views in Twitch?
Yeah.
It's not anymore.
Is it not?
Nope. If you go in and search something like I did this, I searched Splatoon 2.
Oh, you're right. The top person in League of Legends is only 900 viewers, while the second person is 8,000.
Yep.
So what is it categorizing it by?
They are no longer doing it by how many people are viewing.
Oh.
I don't know what it is. It's something else now. I think it switches the list up randomly now.
That's weird, but also kind of nice.
Yeah, it's really nice because it used to be you would get buried under all these people who had like 45,000 people watching, and now it's I saw some people with zero at the top of the list, and then the people with like hundreds at the bottom.
That's so odd. Yeah, I'm looking at this, and this is blowing my mind. But the thing is, that's not bad at all. Like, it's a little weird. Like, it's something that you'd have to get used to. But I guess if you really do want to find somebody, it's like you said, you're not going to be buried. You'll have your chance to be at the top. It's almost like, and this isn't a perfect equation, but it's almost like putting somebody with 0 viewers on the fucking trending page, just to like give them a little bit of exposure. I have to look at this. I'm not going to put it on stream, obviously, but it's still just titties. What is this? What is this? This is fucking weird. Okay, this is odd.
Okay.
Hold on. This is just weird. I feel like I'm watching something I shouldn't be watching.
Yeah.
No, like that bad. Like, you know,
really?
Like snuff film? Like, I feel like I'm watching that right now.
Oh, like something
like
really
almost
bad's
illegal.
gonna happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. We're quick cut, because I'm going to minimize the things, and I'm just going to send you this link. Cool. And I need you to, like, explain to me what I'm watching right now.
Okay. God, this is going to show up in my thing now.
Yeah. And, like, if you look at the side, it's just, like, weird.
Oh.
Don't you feel like this is, like, almost illegal?
Oh, no. I know what's going on here.
What is this? Because I'm very confused.
That's so strange.
Isn't it weird?
But...
It's weird, right? Like, reading everything on this screen right now?
Weird. I think she's trying to do it to showcase this disorder that she has.
But I don't know what's happening, you know what I mean? And all of her emotes are titties. I'm very confused. Like, to me, this is weird.
It is strange, but you know.
Like, this doesn't, like, I understand that this might be... This is just weird.
Yeah.
So as I'm looking at this, in case you have cut back by the time we edited, we're watching a stream of a woman laying down, and I guess now she's playing Dead by Daylight? But she's laying down, large breasts, I will say, but then says, like, I don't like my breasts, and it's like weird cut sentences that make me confused because I don't know what she's trying to get across.
Well, because she's Japanese. That's a translation.
Oh, okay, well, I guess...
What it is, she has a disorder in which her breasts, I guess, were affected by it, and they make it so she can't get up or move.
How did you, like, decipher that?
Because it looks like... Because, well, that would be the main disorder. If she can't get up and move, has to wear diapers. Caregivers come over to the house to give her service. It almost looks like she's like sitting on only for like human contact is how this is all reading out. Because she doesn't have anybody around to spend time with.
I mean, I guess so. It's just odd. Like, I'm not saying odd is bad. I'm just saying it's odd.
No.
Like,
it is.
Especially since, like, I don't know, you look at it immediately and again, not meaning this to be offensive or anything, but it's like, you look at it and you immediately, you kind of feel uncomfortable. Like, I saw this and I was like, this is weird. It's a woman's, like, laying down, zoomed in on her breasts, like, heavy breathing. And I'm like, I almost feel like I shouldn't be watching this.
I don't know if that's actually zoomed in on it or just with the camera.
Well, no, that's what I mean, though. But that's what I mean. Like, that's the framing. The framing's
like
right on the tit.
No, it is. It is.
To the point where it almost feels like I'm watching, like I said earlier, like one of those fucking, like, snuff films that, like, something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah. I mean, it's bizarre. And not, like, it's not...
And again, not
like,
bizarre as in, like, rude, like, I was trying to be rude. If, like, for example, if you were to see this footage, people, it's odd. Again, not bad, just... And this just went in my recommended, and I was like, I have to see what this is, because this is intriguing me.
But you know what's really interesting about this, too, which I really do find, like, crazy interesting?
All her emotes are her titties.
Everybody in chat is just wishing her love from the bottom of their heart, hope she has at least an okay day.
Yeah, I will say, nobody has been toxic in the
Everybody's talking to each other about, like, how they are. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's the whole thing's, again, odd. Because you would think you would have lewd, bad comments in the chat. And
it looks like there have been, but they get immediately deleted because she has, like, 100 mods going.
Yeah.
It looks like it's honestly just... Yeah, I feel strength from viewing. Just maybe come to terms with things. Like, these are interesting. Like,
I will say, for somebody with giant tits that's making her not able to, like, really move, she's killing it on Dead by Daylight right now. She's sending a guy into the basement immediately. Like, props.
Is she playing it?
Yeah. She's using the keyboard. She's playing Dead by Daylight. But Dead by Daylight And again, this is where it almost feels weird. Dead by Daylight is like half, like not even half the screen. It's like 10% of the screen, but it's still her, right?
Yeah.
Which almost makes me think, and I'm not saying this is true, it's one of those bait things because I'm watching it because of this. But then again, I don't think so. I think it's just how it's set up.
Yeah.
Again, I love shit like this where, like, I can fucking assess something and, like, think about shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I'm just... I don't know.
Yeah, it almost looks like she might be paralyzed. But...
Might be. It's hard. It's because the English is broken.
yeah.
It's hard to understand what's really going on.
See, that's the thing. It's like, when I first saw the channel and I was saying to you, what the fuck is this? I couldn't really figure it out because as I'm, like, reading it, I'm trying to figure out what's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm trying to... Yeah, it's definitely like something that was translated over from Google because like a lot of it is so broken.
Yeah. I will say some of these, because she also has a chat going for, like, under her panels, she has a chat record.
Yeah.
And even these are peculiar.
Yeah.
Like, she just takes different commenters and posts what they put into the chat record. But some of them are just odd.
They have.
Like, some are positive, and then there are some that says, is this a new Saw movie? I thought she died when I joined.
Yeah.
Honestly, she's a living legend. This girl's too lazy to smile. She recognized me, yay. These are my last $5. Like, it's, like, all over the place. It's not like they're all really positive or anything.
No.
It's just, like, a random assortment of chats. Again, I can't put my finger on, like, what this is.
Yeah. Look at me over here like I'm a detective on the case and I'm gonna figure this out.
Well,
like...
that's kind of like how I like to look at things, because I'm just like, sometimes this shit is just like really interesting to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah, and every stream it's the same computer set or like the camera setup, and then she just does what she wants.
Yeah.
And it's just under the just chatting category, even though she like will play, like right now she's playing Dead by Daylight, but she has it under just chatting.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's odd.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, talked about her.
Weird.
It
was the yeah.
It was just one of those things where it popped up and I was like, I need to know what this is.
No, and I totally understand that. I do. It's very interesting. Because I mean, yeah, let's dive into interesting stuff through Twitch and, you know, all these channels, because we should explore this. We're on there. We should know what else is on there.
I mean, true. I will say, and leading back kind of into what we were talking about earlier with other, like, other platforms, that's not something you see on other platforms. Mixer has esports, right? DLive kind of is like the baby brother of Twitch. DLive has a good variety of stuff, but I mean, I will say DLive, there's a lot of just chattings, but I don't know, man. It's one of those things where Twitch and I guess the way I see it is Twitch is very big of a platform. And sometimes I don't know if that's good. Not because
Mm-hmm.
this girl is like, streaming herself laying down. That's not the point. It's that there's so much content on one platform that it's like we talked about earlier. You get buried. I guess they are doing things to fix some of these issues, but it's like, do people move to Mixer? Do people move to DLive? Like, is this a thing that we need to start looking at? Do we stop treating Twitch with such high regards because they're the biggest, or do we all kind of move? It's kind of the conversation people have been having with YouTube for the longest time. Fucking people hate YouTube. YouTube doesn't listen to small creators. They keep changing their rules. They keep fucking people over with copyright strikes, copyright claims, all this shit. But yet nobody will make a new site. Like everybody jokes like, oh, I guess we're gonna go to Vimeo. But it's like, nobody actually has the chutzpah, right? To say, well, if we don't like this, we're going to leave. We're going to go somewhere else. And then it becomes that conversation of, if a company is too big, will it ever really fail? Will people ever really leave? And I don't think that's good, honestly, because I'm not saying Twitch has done anything in particular to make people say, fuck you, and I'm going to leave. But if it does get to the point where Twitch kind of becomes a YouTube situation where people just are fucking pissed at it all the time, maybe it was a good idea maybe years back to go to Mixer, give Mixer the variety of content that it, is looking for, I guess. But, it's one of those things where you'll never know until time goes forward.
Yeah, you won't. I don't know. It's a weird back and forth. I think one of the big things in my mind is you go over there, you try it out. It is mediocre at best, and then you're kind of just like, oh, I don't know. That's my fear of it. I don't really want to go over there because I'm like, isn't that more time I could be on another one that has the viewership that I could pull from and keep working towards that goal on one that I already have established, or try for something new that might be a flash in the pan success, or it could be, a lifelong thing. Who knows?
Well, the day that PewDiePie said he was going to DLive, I made a DLive account and I started streaming on DLive, every now and then. At the time, I was doing primarily DLive just to see what happens. To kind of answer that question, since the viewership isn't really there on those platforms, you don't get quick growth. I will say, as somebody starting out, and with people flocking to the site because such a big name star like PewDiePie went over to it, I got, let's say that first day, 10 followers easy.
Yeah.
Because people are looking for new content. They were just like, oh, hey. And I'm like, hey, this is my first stream. People were excited. People were communicating with me. People were having a good time. And I will say on DLive, I don't think, because what I was doing on DLive was Dead by Daylight content. And I will say there was, I still don't think there's a lot of Dead by Daylight content. Let me look. Dead by Daylight category. You have 16 people across five platforms doing Dead by Daylight. So I had people coming in because they were just like, oh, you're a Dead by Daylight streamer. Let me drop a follow. Let me talk. And the people that I was communicating with for maybe the 1 or 2 weeks I was on DLive, they were steadily there. They were like, oh, hey, how's it going? And the other thing that if people don't know what DLive really is, you can earn money. Like, for example, Twitch bits. You can earn Twitch bits by watching and by doing shit. So, like, if you stay in somebody's stream for, like, 10 minutes, you get, like, 3 bits or something, and then you can give it back to the streamer.
And that's why they're moving over to that stuff, too, on Twitch. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That makes sense. I get that for sure.
What is happening here?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't know. An anime girl just moaned in my ear.
Fair.
So it's gonna moan in the podcast.
Fair enough. You know, I'll find it and I'll boost the signal so we can all hear
Hype.
it. But it's not like oh, let's go get rich and famous somewhere. It's the fact of like I have a community over there of people who come in and watch me regularly. That's what worries me more than anything. It's not really getting the views over there. It's leaving those people to go to a different site to see if I get other people there. And it's one of those things where I weigh it. Like, is it worth? Because I love that everybody watches, you know?
True, but I will say at the same time, and again, this is just from my experiences doing it.
Yeah.
For the most part, everybody other than Jason, who's been my first moderator, my first viewer, my first everything, he was probably like the only one that didn't come over. But then again, he's a Twitch purist. Like, he only watches Twitch, which was a conversation I had earlier with the whole Ninja Shroud thing. Like, are, you know, their Twitch purists gonna go over and watch them? And obviously not, because their numbers have dramatically decreased. But for the most part, I had my Twitch viewers coming over to DLive to still watch, so I would never think that it would be a problem there. You know what I mean? I feel like if people want to watch you, they'll watch you no matter the platform, especially a platform like DLive. Because I will say, the reason why I didn't continue doing DLive is mostly because growth wasn't really there. Maybe I'll every now and then dabble into it, see what happens, but that's the only reason why I never stayed. And I will say, the idea of already establishing affiliate, I almost said partnership, but almost having my partnership. I'm so close. Just that one viewer, baby. But just one more. But no, already being established, it does kind of put you in that mindset of like, do I even bother? Do I just keep trucking? But I don't know. Maybe we are in an era of branching out. Because, you know, with Microsoft and, you know, things like DLive and Facebook gaming, YouTube gaming, you know, putting money into it, making sure that people come and the traffic is there, you know, maybe it's not a bad idea to look at other eras.
Yeah, and I've said this too. I mean, and now they have two, but I always said they bring 4 of the biggest names over from Twitch, then start looking at it.
Yeah.
They already have 2, so I mean, if they get 2 more, I would seriously consider it.
The other thing is like there's incentive to go over and watch them, because something that you and me found out like literally right before we started streaming was, if you go to Shroud and you go to Ninja, you're just getting a free subscription. That first month is free. They're doing it for nobody else. Like, there could have been people that started their career on this and like have gone big. They're not getting shit. Ninja and Shroud are the only people that if you go to their streams right now, it'll say claim your free subscription, do it. Kind of incentivizing people, being like, hey, you know, the subscription is free. Stick around, hang out here. You're subscribed. Do it anyway. Kind of hoping that they keep going with it, and you know, you keep resubscribing. Again, I don't know how well that's actually gonna work. I don't know how many people are going to do that. Yeah. Like, or in terms of how many people are gonna continue watching them after that free subscription's over. But I will say, I believe there's another thing going on with Shroud, where if you go to Shroud on Twitch and you go to his page, I believe if you're a subscriber for his channel, they'll give you a free subscription to someone else because he left.
That's interesting.
Which is interesting. Like, honestly. Oh, you know, I think they've learned their mistake from the whole Ninja thing. So, if you go to Shroud's Twitch, they left his shit alone. Yeah. Whereas, if you go to Ninja, he's deleted off the platform. Yeah. But they left Shroud's shit alone. Like, it's all the same. I wonder if you like were to go to his donate link, if it would still go. Because that would be weird. Yeah, no, you can still donate to him through Twitch. That's kind of odd.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting.
Because I feel like Twitch got a lot of backlash with the whole Ninja thing. It's like you deleted his channel, you promoted other people. There was porn, you know, a bunch of shit. And now Shroud's things are completely the way he left it. It's like he could come back at any time, really.
You know, and that's an interesting thing.
Oh, wait, one thing
like,
they did change, you can't subscribe to him.
Yeah. Well, because he would have lost his partnership because he is partnered with someone else now.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like, you know how, like, if you go to the subscription page, it just has, like, a ghost. And it, like, won't let you. So, that's the only... They didn't fuck with his links, though. So, like, you could still donate directly to him. You can go to his merch store if you still wanted to.
Yeah.
Which I think is the way it should have gone. I like how someone's in the Shroud chat on Twitch. Just giving a thumbs up.
That's amazing. I don't know. This is the interesting thing to me. Is like, honestly though, that whole them streaming porn or whatever on his channel.
I think they learned their lesson from that.
I think there's a whole thing with that. Like, dude, first off, was it Twitch or was it Ninja doing it? Like, who knows, you know? Or either way, it's good press for everybody involved.
Well, it was. I mean, it wasn't Twitch or Ninja. You know, it was just a person streaming. They were like,
oh, was it? Okay.
Basically, what it was is somebody was like, I'm streaming Fortnite, but they were literally just streaming porn. So people were watching porn. It was on the Fortnite category, so it boosted them in the Fortnite category. And since Ninja was the Fortnite streamer, they only recommended Fortnite channels. So as it got higher and higher on the list, it ended up being on Ninja's recommended category, basically. And then people were like, what the fuck is this on Ninja's page? And they would click on it and get more views, and it was the top channel on Ninja's page. So some dude literally got away with just streaming porn. Like, for a while, too, because it was up. And I think somebody even said they watched a person in Twitch staff, like, stay there for, like, 45 minutes before taking it down. And it's like, why are you doing this?
Yeah. I don't know. That's wild. That's crazy stuff, dude.
I don't know. I think streaming is going to be flipped and turned and flippy-doopty upside down for a little bit, because you're gonna have people having conversations like this. It's like, is Twitch not dying? Because Twitch, I don't think is gonna die. Twitch is the biggest streaming platform. But is it gonna be more, I guess the word would be like disingenuous? Like, are people going to want to go over to Mixer? Are people going to want to do DLive or, you know, Facebook gaming? Because even things like Streamlabs, they want to move more towards Facebook gaming. Or not move more towards, but they're promoting it. They're like, hey, you know, don't forget this is a thing. You know, we're going to get you some things so that you can hook it up to your Facebook gaming profile. Like, they're aware that things are going to start growing.
Yeah.
It's like Twitch is not the only, you know, bad boy in the house anymore. It's more, you know, all-inclusive, you know, whatever platform you're going to be on, people want to make sure that they have support for it.
Exactly. And this is the other thing that honestly, I think this might be the best thing for Twitch. Because this is what's going to happen. You're going to actually start having competitors that can do those things. And Twitch will have to start growing or changing with it. And if not, then, I mean, you know, it would get left behind. Like, if for some reason Mixer was like, hey, by the way, if you come over to us, $1 an hour. You like, what if that was something they did randomly? Not saying that
I would make my account right now.
$1 an hour.
Yeah, I'd make my account
service,
right now.
We'll give you $1 every hour you're streaming. Now that's amazing, and if they did that, hell yeah. Now you're making $1 an hour, so you know you're not really making a lot, but they're giving you money for your time. And if that sort of thing happened, Twitch would lose so much that they'd have to offer something as well. I think competition's really good when it comes to your choice, you know, because then other people have to compete to make you want to use their service. where Twitch was the only one that really had anybody watching, and still kind of is. So they don't really have that worry because they, you know what I mean? But I see them like future-proofing now. Like I see all the point systems rolling out. I see now we're making money off ads, which, you know, it's not a lot, but you know.
I will say the ads for affiliate thing is kind of bullshit, but at least it's like a step. You know what I mean? Because you really do not make money off of that. It's money in theory, but it's not real money. It's like, oh cool, over the past like 2 weeks you made $1. It's like, thanks for the $1, but this isn't revenue.
YouTube money.
Yeah,
that's exactly what YouTube is. You know, YouTube gives you like what, a penny every ad you see, and you know, suck it, because they're gonna take 40% of that, or 60% of that, and you'll get 40% of a penny. So good luck. But I mean, yeah, that's the same.
Oh,
same
this
thing.
is weird.
What's that?
So, you know, we're talking so much about Mixer, it kind of made me go, let me make a Mixer account, just for the fun of it. I'm not switching over, boys. But it gave me an Xbox Live account?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Because it's Mixer is owned by Microsoft
True,
and Xbox.
But I'm never gonna have an Xbox. I didn't need this. And also, by the way, guys, if you want to add me on Xbox Live, I'm Twirly Squid 1400. Because that was a choice I made, apparently.
Weird. I already have an Xbox account, so...
Are you Twirly Squid 1401?
I am, and I'm so mad. That was my name, Sarah.
You're like, how dare
that was
you?
Me.
Can I change that? Or like, no. Because even though I'll never get an Xbox, I'm upset that that's my name. Like, stop.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
I will literally never have an Xbox, but I now have to go to Xbox.com and fix the fact that I have a gamer tag out there that's literally called Twirly Squid.
You got it, dude. That's you.
Sarah,
stop running from who you are.
I'm Twirly Squid.
Stop running from who you are. Accept.
Oh, cool. It automatically locked me in as Twirly Squid. Can this please stop?
I'm going to change your name on Twitch to Twirly Squid.
No, don't do it.
I love it. That's so amazing. I'm so happy about it. Oh god, Twirly Squid.
It's so weird how like that was just what they decided with me. They were like, yeah, Twirly Squid.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I guess this is just something we're going to have to keep an eye on. I mean, maybe we'll have a part 2 of this sometime soon, but...
Yeah, honestly, this is something that you have to look over.
Yeah, I mean, we'll check it out for sure and keep an eye on it, but... I don't know. Final thoughts, Sarah?
Final thoughts?
I mean,
Twitch
as of
has
now.
to be careful, honestly. Because, again, they're not doing anything wrong, but you're watching the competition, like, go for it. You're watching people, you know, hungry for it. People are tired of Twitch being the #1 thing. And I will say, even though I've never had a problem with Twitch, I know a lot of people that daily I go on fucking Twitter and people have some complaint. So it's like... just basically it's like, watch out. You can't continue. I don't even know what I'm saying. Basically, all in all, it's like it was the head honcho for so long, but now that you see other people fighting for the #1 spot by getting your big name people and bringing people over, maybe there's a problem, maybe there isn't, and we won't know until later on when something either shoots straight up or goes straight into the fucking ground. Stonks.
Yeah. Stonks. No, I get that too. I think my thoughts on it are, this is a really healthy thing for them. I think they should not only go after it, but also encourage it. I think there should be more competition for Twitch.
Yeah.
And for Mixer and for everybody. I think that needs to be there, or else things get wildly unhealthy. That also being said, I really think that we won't know anything about it until it happens. So, it's a watch and wait.
Oh yeah, and then if you go into the Xbox Live page, the first thing you see is Ninja Stream. It's really interesting to look at how other websites run. Because, like, for example, I've never looked at anything Microsoft, anything Xbox, and it's kind of a clean setup. Like, I'm not mad at this at all. Like, it looks good. But at the same time, it's like, you know. I also don't know how I feel about, for example, working for a company that's Microsoft. I know technically if you work for Twitch, you work for Amazon, so that's not much better.
Yeah.
But still. It's all logistics. It's all what you gotta, think.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for being with us. We really appreciate that. We hope you guys have a great rest of the night. As always, if you want to come watch me, I'm Captain Bob Dude at Twitch. Sarah.
And I'm depressed.
Well, bye,
I'm Sarah
guys.
DJ. Everybody knows me. I'm the best. Too famous to tell you who I am.
God. Alright, well, you know what, guys? I love you. I hope you're all doing well.
Goodbye, boys.
I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.